Hello. Welcome back to another exciting adventure in Tarot Land. I wanted to do something today I thought would be a good exercise for you. Something to practice. You could do a reading without cards. You can do a tarot reading without cards. And that's what we're going to do here today. We're not going to use the cards. We're going to mentally draw the cards out from our mind and just write them down. And we're going to do the reading. I'm going to show you could do that. It's a good exercise because it gets you to know that deck. It's just a good way to get to know the deck. If you can draw out of your mind a spread, just randomly picking cards, writing them down, and then read that spread. It's good practice, and it's fun. So we're going to do a Celtic Cross. That's 10 cards, and we're going to actually do a reading with that. So it's going to be, my readings are always the same. It's going to be how we're going to accomplish whatever we're trying to accomplish. So some of this might work for you, some of this reading, and we'll take it from there. So that's that. Let's get started. Okay, this is my logbook for the Celtic Cross. And this is what we'll be using. This is titled Tarot Maps, a logbook for your Celtic Cross tarot readings. I have another one with a purple cover. It's called, what is it called? Tarot Reader's Log, a diagrammatic journal of your tarot readings and predictions. It's purple. And it's got, you could do any spread you want with that one. But this one's just for the Celtic Cross. And this is what we'll be using. And I'm going to be writing down the cards that we're going to use. Now, again, we just want to pick these out of our head. So you don't have to have something like this. You can just have a piece of paper and a pencil. I'm just using this because I got it. And you just want to write down, just as they're coming into your head, just write them down. So I got 6 swords, and I got temperance, first 2 cards. Queen of Wands, Hermit, Magician, 2 of Swords. Another reason why you want to write them down is because you don't want to duplicate anything. Page of Wands, Wheel, 10 Swords, and Justice. Okay, we just, those are just cards that just came to my head, and now we got a spread. So you don't even need the cards if you know the cards. If you know the deck well enough, you could just have these cards come into your mind, and then you got them. Now that I got them, I'm going to write this a little bit more clearer, so I know what cards they are. If I need to. I don't really need to here, but just to write them a little clearer. Hermit, Magician. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Okay, that's our spread. And what we have here is we're looking into accomplishing a goal. And that's our spread. So now to read it. Well, we got 6 of Swords and the Temperance card, numbers 1 and 2. So here we have an obstacle we're trying to overcome, obviously, with the 6 of Swords. And what we got going for us is the Temperance card is very inspiring. We feel very good about this. And we really want this in our life. So the desire is really there to have it. And with the Six of Swords, yeah, it's an obstacle, something we have to overcome. And that's the question. Queen of Wands is what we're going through right now. Trying to understand this situation a little bit more clearer than what we have in the past. We're gathering as much information as we can about it, and trying to get a big picture of what it really is about. Seeing all sides of the issue, other people's viewpoints, an understanding of things and a clearer sense of things. And then what we want to do is, this is for our own benefit with the Hermit. So what I see here is understanding things will help us personally with our quest, even if others don't agree with what we're doing. This quest might be something that's isolating us from other people, but that's okay. In the long run, it won't. Truth comes out in the long run with justice, and I do feel that if right now things seem a little unclear to others around you, that's okay, because you feel real strong about it with the Temperance card. And if you're right, you'll prove these people wrong later on. What you got going for you is the Magician card, is the, as far as understanding what's going on here. The Magician is, you have a lot of talent with this, and you should be able to get this taken care of once you understand what you're doing. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't let other people talk you out of something, because you have to follow your own heart here with this Hermit card. Next 3 months, you'll see a time where you can make a choice with that Two of Swords. As you find out more information with the Queen, a better understanding of things with the Queen, regardless of what other people are thinking, the Magician card is going to allow you to move forward with things here. And I do see you being able to make some clear decisions in the next 3 months or so with the Two of Swords. Hard decisions that might seem hard right now, but after things are understood better, you'll be able to make those decisions. Right now, this is a new quest for you, a new situation. A lot of this might be new, even though you have a lot of talent with the Magician card. This is exciting, and it's a new chapter in your life, really. That would explain the Hermit too. This is soul searching, and the Page of Wands shows that this, to the Temperance card and to the Six of Swords, this challenge, is something, a totally new level in your life, a new experience. The Wheel card and the timing is also a nice thing to see, because that's evolvement. This will really bring things up a level, kick it up a notch in your life. Make a big change in your life here. That's what's going to happen here. Now's the time to make these moves with the Wheel card. Now is the time. So you pick the right time for this to happen. Timing's good for you. There's always they say there's no time like the present, but I see if there was other circumstances around here that were making it hard for you to move forward, now those should be freeing up, and progress should be made as you move forward pretty well. Ten of Swords, you want a completion here on things that have been loose ends, gray areas that needed to be clarified, understood by the Queen. Now's the time where these can finally be brought out into the open, manifested into a reality with the Ten of Swords, closure and resolved issues, resolving this Six of Swords. You could bring all this together now. You could bring this together with the Magician card because of who you are. Your abilities can actually get this taken care of and closure put on it. Remember, in the end, truth, justice. You really believe in this. And as you move forward, you'll have a clearer understanding of what it is you're doing and what's involved. and where it will get you. Where it'll get you with the wheel card. How you will evolve. Truth speaks loud here. And with justice, other people will see it too. So stick to your guns on things. Get a clear understanding of what it is you're doing. You have the ability to do it with the Magician card here. It's something that's really important to you with temperance. There's going to be a time, this time other people might be looking at you like you're wrong. But as long as you're not stepping on anybody's toes in any way, that's okay. And let them think what they want. This is something for you. And they'll see that you were right as you move forward. You picked a perfect time for this with the page. Page is a perfect time with the wheel. The page is a new level in your life. And the wheel shows the time is right to make these changes. A lot of things will come to a closure here. A lot of new situations will happen if you persevere with the Ten of Swords. And the truth comes out, and your efforts are paid off. Next 3 months you'll be able to make a choice, because you'll understand more with the Queen. Don't worry about what people are thinking with the Hermit. You got the ability to do this with the Magician. Timing's right with the Wheel. New situation for the Page. And the truth comes out, and people will see you were right with justice as you progress. So that's that. And that's how that works. I'm going to go back to front of you again. And that's a mess. What's nice about this, though, if you're writing on paper, instead of looking at cards on a table, you can take a pencil and connect in your mind certain cards to certain areas. And this helps you think, too. So even if you had a card spread on the table, if you did this, wrote them down on a diagram, it does help you to take a pencil and point them out. This is helping this, or this is helping this over here. You can do that. You can play around with it. And you can see it visually. And you could write on it. So it's almost like taking notes on your reading, on the spread itself. So that's that. So it's a good thing to practice, and you know, if you know those cards, you can do that. And if you don't know them, it's a good way to practice with them. So if you can do a reading without the cards, and we just did it. And when you're shuffling those cards and you're spreading them out in your mind and you're laying them down, remember that you're not looking at the meanings yet of the cards, because that can influence what cards get laid out. You're just thinking in your mind, okay, I just threw over a card. What was it? Okay, it was the Chariot. I threw over another card. It was Six of Swords. You know, I threw over another card. What was it? Ace of Wands. You start to be able to do that, and then after you got them on the table or written out, then you start looking at the meanings. It adds another perspective to the reading, and so there's more to come, to be continued as always, and I hope you like this.